Hello and welcome to the latest in our ongoing series of group SFT tapping events. We are continuing to uplift all of humanity into higher consciousness. And in the process of doing that, we need to deal with some of the more negative aspects of the human experience. Today, we are eradicating radicalization, a fundamentally important topic. There seems to be a lot of it in the world. We've got to deal with it because that will be, one of the pathways to higher consciousness. So we need to nip radicalization in the bud. That's what we're doing here today. Group tapping. I'm Marvin Schneider.
And I'm Jen Ward. Hi, everybody. I'm thrilled that we're doing this. It feels like, God, I wish I could do more. I wish there was more to do. Well, there is more to do, but I wish more were doing more.
There's a lot to do. And by the way, we've been doing our bit in the energy for, well, donkey's years. We're at it, we're on it, and we're dealing with all sorts of issues to clear the path for higher consciousness. Because the thing is that the human experience and the birthright of 8 billion people on the planet is to experience joy, love, abundance, freedom, health, success, and wholeness. And the pathway to experiencing that is to live your life of passion and purpose, where that purpose is grounded in a noble intent to, outflow and enhance the well-being of those around you. That's the broader inclusive aspect of your purpose. And then the other part of that is that you allow every of the other 8 billion people to do that as well. And there's a whole bunch of radicalized ideology that is just the antithesis of that idea. It is non-inclusive, and it is seeking to um, promote power structures that disempower, well, the better part of 8 billion people. And that's just not good. It's not what the human experience deserves.
I was so frustrated yesterday. I wrote a poem. It's like I have so much frustration that I wrote a poem. Do you mind if I share it with everyone?
Go for it.
Marvin hasn't heard this poem, so
No.
this will be interesting. He doesn't know what's coming. It's only got 12 stanzas.
Oh my God. Okay.
Just
Just a
kidding.
short one.
No, just kidding. It's only got four. Just kidding. Relax.
Okay.
All It's called Oh So Much More. Waiting to see the light in your eyes. Waiting to stop being bombarded with lies. Waiting to end the genocide of truth. Waiting to end the radicalization of youth. Waiting for an end to this gut wrenching pain. Waiting to bleach out humanity's stain. Waiting for others to get tired of the waiting so love can be spontaneous, real, elevating. This crisis of conscience is one house of mirrors. Stop looking for the elevator and just take the stairs. Stop looking for a savior to carry you up. You are drinking the Kool-Aid you put in your cup. You are the Messiah to your own set of needs. It's your job to get you out of the weeds. The truth of the matter strikes to the core. You are your own savior, and oh, so much more.
Wow, that's seriously profound. Quick promo, you have published a poetry book. It's called Genuine Poetry for Life. It's available for purchase in hardcover off our website, genuinehealing.com. Go to the purchase page and you'll find the tile for the poetry book. There's about 300 and something poems in that, in about 12 different chapters, so clustered around different chapter ideas or themes. That one was one of the more, I'm not going to say profound, but I think the more touching and relevant at this point in time, given that so many people feel so dislodged and so confused and discombobulated. And the thing is that we in Genuine Healing are offering a pathway to help you connect with your higher purpose. It's called the Masterclass in Divine Empowerment. I'd really encourage you to sign up for it and then be part of the Masterclass community. Can I just say that the inaugural members of the Masterclass community are with us on this Zoom call doing this group tapping. So thank you very much for being here. There's something interesting about when you are committed and dedicated to your own empowerment and connecting with your own higher self. And that is that you very quickly begin to realize that part of that process is also part of the process of helping others to do the same. So it's not that surprising that our community members regularly participate in these group tapping events as a selfless act to assist all of humanity.
Well, you would be surprised at how quickly this world could turn around if there were more selfless acts out there. I mean, it's like love literally makes the world go round. And it's not a demonstrative love that like gushes through your endocrine system. It's a kindness and an integrity and a sincerity and a compassion for all atoms of life. The experience. Put yourself in the shoes of others who are going through genocide right now. It's painful to do, but do it anyways. And what you'll do is help them release some of their anguish of their experience. It's a profound form of healing. And oh, by the way, the poetry I write is a way of healing because what it's doing in energy is it's untangling all those emotional and thought forms that have gotten derailed by propaganda and rhetoric. And it's just allowing the higher self to lead the conscious self to it, to your higher self through the pathway of the poem. If you can understand what I just said in that way, you can help yourself. The poetry book is a way to help yourself transcend.
Yeah. In the masterclass, as part of the masterclass resources, we put together the masterclass workbook, and there are a number of chapters and about 100 and something pages of really profound truth in there. And a lot of people, when they read the main chapters of the masterclass workbook, have a fairly visceral experience just in the reading of it and the understanding of it. So I just wanted to put that out there. It's a profound writing, if I say so myself. The other thing is that then, of course, Jen, your poetry book is another fantastic resource that allows you in the reading of the poem and the experiencing of the poem. And I think that's an important aspect of it as well, the experiencing of the poem. So as you're reading it, your mind, basically, puts itself into the script of the scenario that's being played out in the words of the poem. So in the reading and the experience of the poem, it gives you an opportunity to connect to your higher self. And that's what this masterclass is all about, helping you
Yeah.
connect with your higher self constantly, all day, every day, well, as much as possible. I know life can have its challenges, but that's the idea. So it's a great resource, the poetry book. I just want to put it out there.
Yeah, thank you for that. And also, the poetry book, but also the master class. The poetry book gives voice to what you've been feeling and not been able to articulate within yourself. And it's a validation for these unspoken pains and desires and desperation to be heard and validated as a being. And but that's the same exact thing that the master class is doing for
Mm.
individuals who felt like they have no prowess, they have no validation. It's a way to take them from feeling like a doormat to being the badass spiritual awakened being that they always dreamed they could be, but it was just a little blip on the screen. And then we bring that full surface, and they are that badass, dynamic, empowered being. It's really profound, people. You can do this.
It is really profound. We mentioned this on the last uh, masterclass community event recording, at least the public part that we put up on YouTube and Facebook and some of our other more public social media platforms. We put out the call for those that have the financial means to provide a community scholarship, become a scholarship provider so that others that have the need but not necessarily the financial means at the moment can come into and be part of the masterclass community and promote their own individual healing. Can I just say that in all of the outreach work that we're doing on social media and through the the promotion of our work, it's plainly obvious that there are lots and lots of people with real need out there, and the need is it's real. And so there's a lot of pain and dislodgement out there. That's the truth. And so we invite people to basically, provide us a little bit of input into what's going on in their life. And then you do a destiny reset diagnostics, Jen. And the diagnostics that you're providing provides a really profound insight on each of the individuals that reach out to you. So the need, there's an enormous amount of need, but what's really clear is that a lot of the people with a lot of the need really don't have the resources to take the next step. So that's what the scholarship program is all about. So if you have the means and if you are wanting to do some really real good in the world, please reach out to us or jump onto the Jenuine Healing website. Buy as many of the Masterclass community subscriptions as you want, and then we'll add that to the scholarship program and make that available to those that have the need, have the commitment, have the desire, but don't have the means right now.
Yes, please. Thank you for saying that. Can I tell you something that's real cool? You want to know a fun fact? Well, as we're establishing this sponsorship program, this scholarship, I was tapped into the antiquity of when there were temples for goddesses to be trained to be goddesses, which is basically what we're doing for men and women right now, training them to be their higher self. In those days, it was the same kind of thing. The more aged people would watch the generations, watch their children, their grandchildren, whatever, and they would nominate their children and grandchildren, people that showed a prowess for being goddess empowered. And they would like sponsor them to go to the temples. I don't know how it worked financially back then, but it tapped into what we're doing here is actually dusting off the old teachings of the goddess temples and teaching individuals how to be their empowered goddess self. That doesn't mean man or woman. It just means those subtle senses that connect to the universe, connect to nature, connect to your higher self, and command the collective to be to benefit from their intentions. It's really profound. So someone who's going to like sponsor someone who's struggling is really doing a service for humanity.